Hey guys, welcome back to the stream. So sorry for that delay, guys, in getting started there, but we're just going to jump right into it. We're just going to start out here on both in regression mode. Of course, we are using the Polarity machine learning module as usual. Hope you guys had a wonderful Thanksgiving with your families, by the way, guys. And again, I am sorry for the wait for starting the stream. Just had some technical issues with good old Microsoft reinstalling a program that I don't want on my computer. Classic bloatware. But there, looks like we won our first trade. It was a long trade for 349.10 on the day. Also, guys, we do have the Q&A submission form in the description. Also, let me pull up my executions window here. There we go. Just going to move around the chart trader for you guys to show that I'm not using an overlay. Wilco says that he has experienced significant success with the model when using an Ichimoku cloud to train the strategy. That is super interesting. Thank you for the information there. I'd be super happy to know exactly how you're trading that, if possible, just so we can help out everyone here. In the settings, what does imbalances, polarity imbalances 2.8 refer to? This refers to the imbalances that are set up in the polarity strategy, which is why it is called polarity imbalances. The Analytica Chart 4 imbalance setting is in the Analytica Chart 4 settings. They are separated because they are distinctively named Analytica Chart 4 imbalances and polarity imbalances. Hope that helps. So the ratio does not have to be the same between AC4 and polarity because anyway, we do have the machine learning enabled, meaning our settings are consistently optimized the entire time. So the imbalances that you're seeing on the chart are not necessarily what the imbalances that you're trading are. Just to clarify. Also, guys, if you're having issues getting the heuristic button to show up, make sure you have a model trained. Polarity, the most recent version of the beta, does not have a pre-trained model. Not sure when the machine learning will fully release, but we're working hard to make sure that happens. We did take a development break over the Thanksgiving. We wanted to give our developers a well-deserved vacation for the holidays, so hope you guys can understand. This is definitely a trend mode switch here. We've had consistently long action here. Just take a look at delta as well. We've seen a correlation between the two. Before we were below that red zone, we weren't sure that we were going to be in trend mode, but now we've broken clean out of it. We're going to be completely in trend. Somewhat of a slow market today. It looks like I missed out on all the fun action back here. Definitely was not intending to do that, but we thank our lovely developers over at Microsoft for that. But looks like we got filled long here in trend mode. If we get stomped out here, we're likely going to switch into a regression mode. Official Right Mindset asks how you train the model. So first you're going to want to go to your polarity strategy settings and enable machine learning. After that, you're going to make sure that optimize settings is unchecked, and then you're going to enable training mode. So what training mode does is that it's going to have a new button. Instead of heuristic parameter optimization, it's going to show train the model. So if you have the train the model button on, then you're able to train the model. You just click it and it goes based off of the indicator data that you've added as well as the data that's on the chart, and it's going to create a model to try and optimize your imbalance ratio and your imbalance volume. Once you've completed that step, you're just going to go to your strategy settings again, uncheck training mode and turn on optimize mode. So once you have optimize mode on, your train the model button will be replaced with the heuristic parameter optimization button. Looks like we got filled there for 663 on the day. Evan says, a lot of people might be having problems by just overlooking the fact that use prepackaged model is ticked by default. If left checked, your optimize button will not show up and it will not be able to be enabled. Thank you, Evan. I do appreciate you letting us know about that. I will make sure to let our viewers know as well. That again, if your heuristic button isn't showing up, make sure you uncheck the box, use prepackaged model, because there is not a prepackaged model included with this update, so you're going to have to build out your own. Of course, that will not be the case in the future as we are continuously looking to improve the product, but just want to let you guys know that. Also, guys, if you had a one-on-one session today with one of our tech specialists, currently they're experiencing some technical difficulties. Their internet's out right now. He's working really hard to get that back online, but I apologize for the inconvenience. Here we're going to switch a very, very quick switch into regression mode there. After the close of that bar, we saw negative price action even though we had positive delta, as well as possibly a new price formation peak there. We're going to be trading off of this new green zone that's below price right now, and we're hoping that we can get a new range that's hopefully volatile enough to trade off of. Might have been a little bit too preemptive there with our switch if we blow right through this level here. CK Edwards says, how often do you have to enable the system to learn? I actually haven't retrained the model since I started using it, so in my experience, not very often at all. Yeah, definitely going to be switching into trend here. Definitely a blunder on my part. Here, sorry about that. Some people are saying the executions window is blocking out the current delta value. I think this is better. Yeah, that looks like that makes sense. The model does not modify the ATM strategy at the moment. That's correct. Looks like we may have again been duped into switching modes again here. The range is a little bit larger than anticipated. We're just going to measure it out right here. It's an 83 tick range, so I think that we are going to be consistently in trend mode at the moment. Also, guys, it's not about hours of data and which days you're going to be trading. It's not a process where you have to go through each day manually. You can just load up the strategy on the chart, and then you can just click learn off or click train the model, and it will continuously train the model. I would just start out with 2 weeks of data just to build your first model and understand how it works. But a month is very healthy. That's how long mine is trained on. To answer this person's question, this strategy is taking these trades automatically. Once the strategy is turned on and enabled, I'm not entering or exiting any trades by myself. It's doing that completely on its own. Yazid is saying that with this ATI's very high successful win rate, have you tried to overtrade? Is it a bad habit or not with this model? So personally, I find that overtrading can make me frustrated and make me do bad decisions. So I like to trade small chunks of the day where I'm able to hyper focus and get what I need to do done, and then finish out on the day pretty quickly. But yes, overtrading is definitely possible. But if you're able to stay consistently focused and not get flustered by the markets, let's say when the volatility dies down or whatnot, then I highly suggest continuing to trade. As long as you're still in the green. I wouldn't go too far in the red. But statistically, that shouldn't really happen. Just got filled long there. If your support green/red resistance zones are not the same as mine, make sure to double check in the settings that all of the settings that I have in the description are the exact same as yours. Also, guys, again, we did a Black Friday promotion, and we also have a Cyber Monday promotion. It's the last time it's going to be ever this discounted, by the way. 40% off is kind of large, especially for the historical trends of what we've done the sales on. But if you're interested in picking up Polarity or upgrading to the AC4 Plus, you can get 40% off with the Black Friday 40 coupon, which is also listed on the website. Hi Vikas, I saw you booked a one-on-one session for Friday and you rescheduled to later this week. Yes, we can absolutely ensure that someone is available to help. If it's booked to today, I'm sorry, but we do have that issue where our tech support isn't able to assist right now, but in a couple of hours it will be open again. But I will make sure that your ticket is absolutely looked at. The green line is actually a reverse RSI, meaning that price needs to reach that level in order for RSI to be equal to that value. Yazid says, you choose the range time frame based on what? Sometimes you use 15 and sometimes 30. Actually, on NQ, I don't think I've ever changed the range from 32/31. 31 is the correct number, by the way, if you're trying to get a 32 range. I think what you may be referring to is on ES, I use a 15 range, and that's just due to the fact that ES is much less volatile than NQ tick for tick. One-on-one sessions can be booked on the website. It's $40 per session, and we will spend an entire hour with you making sure that all your questions are answered, and we will set up the system for you. This isn't something that I'm making much off of, by the way. It's $40 for an entire hour, and a significant amount of that goes right back into the costs of the support user. And of course, we're going to be training new people to assist with that, so that cost is also going to be shared there as well. So haven't made a cent from that yet, so just want to let you guys know this isn't something that I've done to squeeze pennies out of you guys. This is just something that I'm trying to help out the community. To answer your question, Denvimo, we do have a lot of people who have gotten this to work with copy traders, and I don't see that there would be any issues using a copy trader with our software. We've seen it work, and I haven't seen any instances where the strategy specifically causes any issues. What I will say is that with all copy traders, limit orders can be a little bit messy in terms of limit order entries, but exits are fine. Yeah, absolutely, Srini. After the stream, I will move the account data window to the left side. Yes, you do have to have tick replay enabled to train the model just because of how the software works. The way tick replay works is that if you don't have it enabled, there isn't a play-by-play of what actually happened. All the strategy sees is where the bar opened and where the bar was its highest and where the bar closed, and lowest, of course. But of course, with open, high, low, close data, it's not sufficient to get an accurate picture of what's going on. So all you have to do is just click tick replay, and it'll show that. This guy asked, will you be making a hedge fund in the future? You know, that is the goal. I mean, I'd say probably start with a family office type deal, hire a couple of analysts and whatnot. Potentially, you know, you never know what the future holds. I am pretty young, so it's we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm taking each day bite by bite. So that would be incredible. But always said to dream big. So yeah, that is my dream. Is this an AI model? I think you could definitely call it that, especially with the heuristic parameter optimization. Once you have that, it does have an artificial learning component or artificial intelligence component involved in it. We just called it machine learning just to kind of differentiate ourselves from the current AI trend where people are calling simple statistical bots quote unquote AI, just because of how popular ChatGPT has gotten. It's become a trend sort of. So we wanted to avoid that buzzword, but yes, that is accurate. No, I'm not planning to have these live sessions on a fixed schedule going forward. But I will do at least once or twice a week consistently. So I will say that. The thing is just I don't necessarily know what my schedule is going to be. I'm someone who enjoys having a lot of autonomy over my free time. So I just like to pick and choose when I'm going to trade or not. Looks like we got stopped out there. I think that's our first loss of the day. This individual is asking if I can share the link to the one-on-ones. I got that right here. Looks like we won that trade there. Just going to be rearming it, obviously. Getting some interesting volatility spike here, which is always nice to see. We built this automated strategy by hiring a team of developers. So we have a concierge team of developers working on this, and they have quant trading experience, and you know, sometimes you don't have to do everything yourself. So that's what we did with that. Yep, all the trades are automated, including the entry. So once we have the strategy armed, it's going to start looking for trades, and once it finds one, it's going to enter for you. We actually do have email notifications. They did get sent out a little bit late. Sent it out actually about an hour before the stream today on accident. But if you haven't been getting them, I will make sure that you're signed up for the newsletter. If your heuristic parameter keeps getting disabled after installing the latest version, make sure that the option use prepackaged model is disabled. If that's enabled, it's not going to let you trade, or it's not going to let you optimize your settings. This user asked, is polarity imbalances 2.8 the min stack imbalances setting? No, that is the imbalance ratio setting, but I will clarify that in the settings. This user asked, can this be used at the New York opening bell? Yes, it absolutely can. We've done quite a few streams at the opening bell. It's just that the opening bell is at 6:30 a.m. for me. And with streaming, that takes about another 15 to 20 minutes of prep for me. So I trade the open quite often. I just don't stream it. That's just because I generally don't feel like talking very enthusiastically at 6:30 in the morning, especially if it requires me getting up at 5:30. So to explain the prepackaged model issue, R5C doesn't come with a prepackaged model. So if you use the setting which says use prepackaged model, it's going to attempt to use a model that does not exist. So make sure you have that setting disabled in R5C, or else you won't be able to get the heuristic parameter optimization button to show up. So Al.Slane says, it would be nice if it did not have to rearm the entries after each trade. Please make this an option. So the issue with that is that if you have that option set up, you're no longer allowed to use this strategy on prop firms, and they'll be able to just ban you willy-nilly if they see that. So that is the issue with that specific feature. If you're asking where you can sign up for the 1 hour one-on-one, it is on the website that I linked in the chat window. You can see here this range is a little bit more compressed. I definitely am making the decision here to switch it into regression, especially after bouncing off of that green zone. If we broke straight through it, we'd stay in trend. Mark says, will training the machine learning wipe out the prepackaged model if/when it gets added back in? No, it will not. We've distinctively made sure that that is not the case. They're named and stored in different files. DMH Trader is asking, how do I save my trained model? Your trained model is automatically saved every time you click train. But if you have the setting checked that says overwrite existing model, then it's going to obviously overwrite that the next time you train it. So if you want to save it, I suggest disabling that setting. No, guys, again, make sure that you do not have training mode enabled if you're trying to get the heuristic parameter optimization button to come up. But if you're trying to train the model, do not use the prepackaged model. Again, guys, do not enable prepackaged model. Hope that's clear. And yes, it will create different files for different instruments like ES and NQ, just to answer your question. Just got filled long here finally. This individual asks, can this be used to trade bonds? Yes, it absolutely can. I highly suggest it, actually. Bonds are very, very easy to read with order flow, and I think the strategy combines really, really well with them. Personally, just not my trading style. I like something that moves a little bit faster, but it absolutely does work with bonds. This individual is asking, is there a video on how to set this up on a PC? Yes, we do. It does come with an installation video, and of course on our YouTube channel we have an installation video as well. And we can also do a one-on-one with you if you're still struggling to get that set up. Kind of a lousy trading day today, guys. Just not enough volatility. It's not a bad win rate, it's just that we're not getting into a ton of trades. Yes, if you want to use your own trained model when you arm Polarity, you should leave the prepackaged model unchecked, because if you have the prepackaged model checked, it's going to attempt to use the model that came with the strategy and not yours. So just wanted to clarify that. Shiv Shambhu says, for some reason, I'm not able to ask questions in the live chat. Can you please let me know how to enable that? Thank you. No, you're actually in the right place. You're submitting questions where we intended for that to happen. So the chat is just for where I can put important links and commentary before the stream or during the stream. And that's why we've separated the two. Lucas Sara says, what are your polarity settings now, like the ones the ML changed to? I'm completely unsure. I don't really look at it. It just does that in the background on the fly. So yes, the machine will, sorry, totally butchered my words there. The machine learning will work on sim training. So highly suggest you start out with sim trading anyway, when trading anything like this. Yeah, if you've already got the 4 and the 4 plus, you can get it for 40% off. Sorry, don't really understand the question there, but if you have the Analytica Chart 4 base, you can get the 4 plus for 40% off with the Cyber Monday discount. I am completely unsure when the next beta will be released. I think it will be this week, but again, we didn't have any development going on last week just because of the Thanksgiving holiday. If you're asking for the discount code there, you'll use Black Friday 40. That is the current discount code for 40% off. That ends today at the end of Cyber Monday, so that is about 15 hours from now when that code expires. Yes, this is where you would ask questions during the live sessions. Again, guys, the one-on-one link is in the chat if you're interested in that. And Rio, yes, in the live stream I am using the Stage 3 package. I wish I could give you guys more commentary on any actions I'm taking in the markets here, but I'm literally doing nothing. I haven't done anything for the past 20 minutes, so just been in regression mode the entire time and haven't switched since then. Yeah, Slane, that's actually in the description. I've already posted those settings for you. Just go check those out right in the description. It's going to tell you the polarity and machine learning settings that we started with. Obviously, the machine learning model is going to continuously optimize that, but that is what's put in there. And there are some important settings which the machine learning model does not optimize, such as tick stacking and whatnot, and also imbalances to trade. We could get some potential for a breakout here. Hopefully that happens. Also, it is so helpful, these lines here. I am still kind of in awe of how accurate we're able to make these red and green support and resistance lines. These are automatically marked, and we're getting some very, very strong correlation between price movement and that. I think that's a super easy trading strategy to do, even just manually, is to just manually trade those lines. If you uncheck the use prepackaged model checkbox, make sure that you have the optimized settings checkmark still enabled on that. That's going to help you show up for the heuristic parameter optimization button. Evan says that getting the absorption levels correct is an absolute game changer. He's up $1,300 today, just manually trading them. Thank you for the feedback, Evan, and I'm glad that you are enjoying the edge that gives you. I'm very happy to hear that. We might have to call it pretty soon here, guys, just because we're not getting filled in anything. Probably going to try and get one more trade at least, and we'll see from there. Hey, Ruben, if you're looking for a one-on-one session, check out the link I've posted in the chat. You can schedule it there. It's the futuresanalytica.com link. I will say it really does suck living on the West Coast. Just super low volatility during any tradable hour. I mean, it's lunchtime right now over there, so I get it, but well, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's stream. I am going to call it here for today, just due to this low volatility that we're getting, of course, being trading right into lunch. But thank you guys again for joining me on the stream, and I will be streaming again this week. This stream was a little bit lousy, but also our Cyber Monday sale does end tonight at 12 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. So make sure you check that out if you want to get 40% off on the Analytica Chart 4 Plus or Polarity. Thank you guys so much for watching today, and I'll see you soon.